Hello and welcome back to Palo Verde Labrador Retrievers. I am here with Craig. He is the new owner of Waylon. And Craig, welcome. I'm glad you made it down from California.
Thanks, buddy.
Can you tell some of our viewers a little bit about yourself?
So I live in Northern California, as you mentioned. I'm an insurance adjuster, so I travel a lot around the country for catastrophic events such as hurricanes or derechos or things like that. So I do a lot of traveling, and by myself, obviously. So I always like to carry a companion with me. And as you know, my companion recently just passed away. So.
And your previous dog, Gunner?
Yep.
And what kind of dog was Gunner?
Gunner was a black-mouthed cur, which most people probably never heard of, but he's a southern hunting dog. I never used him for hunting, just because of the chain of events in my life and as much traveling as I've done. Never really had the time to train him, but he had an excellent nose. But he was just a spoiled baby from from the time he stayed with me.
When did you get Gunner?
My ex-wife and I got him, so he was 9 years old, so right before Harper was born.
And you got him as a puppy?
Mm-hmm. He was a puppy. He was very skittish, almost like he was abused. He wasn't. We just learned to come to find out that he loved being outside. He was a runner. You know, some dogs are homebodies, and Gunner was not. He was a runner. He would take off, and we lived on 100 acres, so 100 acres surrounded by thousands of acres, and he would just take off for the day and then come back in the evening and get fed and come back in the house.
Are you originally from California?
No, born in New York, raised in Georgia for 30 years. Moved to Phoenix. When did I move to Phoenix? You were here.
I was probably...
I don't remember. 2019, 2020 maybe, 2019. Lived in Arizona. I moved because my ex-wife took a job out here in Arizona to better herself, obviously our daughter. Took me a while to get out here, but once I got out here, that's why I moved. And then, of course, as you know the story, the other people don't, but she was unhappy with her job in Arizona, so she asked me where I'd like to move. She wanted to find another job and where she could fill out applications, and I chose Northern California. And just so happened she got a job here, so we moved up to Northern California.
Nice.
Love it up there. Favorite place in the world to live, and I've been all over. So.
Do you remember the first dog that you had growing up?
Man, I had a lot of dogs, and I'll tell you why. I grew up in the country, so we lived out in the country, and most of the roads were like long, strung out. You could see for miles. So my dogs, we always just let them run loose. I lost a lot of dogs to cars, but I remember one shepherd I had was Boogans, was his name. And I had him for 3 years, and he got run over by a car. It was devastating. So after that, no dogs for a while. I had a cat for 18 years. That was it. And I'm trying to think before Gunner what dog I had. I don't think I had any dogs after Boogans and before Gunner, until I met my wife, and then we got Gunner. And then we split, so I took Gunner. She took the kid, I took the dog. Even Steve.
Is this your first Labrador then?
Yes, first Labrador.
Cool.
But I've been around labs before. So.
Yeah. So you're planning on hunting this year? I
do. Yeah, he's gonna be my bear chaser. No. We plan on getting a house this year, and then been doing a lot. You know, I hunted a lot in Georgia. I haven't hunted since because you know how Arizona is with hunting. You can never get tags, and it's always public land. And it's always just a big pain in the butt. So I pretty much gave up on it, but I desperately want to get back in hunting. I love hunting.
Bird hunting then?
Bird hunting, I'm not as familiar with. I've done it, but not as familiar with bird hunting. It's always been deer or whatever I can shoot, pretty much. And now that I'm in bear country, I'm definitely going bear and muleys. But I definitely want to get into, with Waylon, I definitely want to get into duck hunting, goose hunting, things like that. Yeah.
Now, when you first contacted me and you seen that I had Waylon, you were interested in getting Waylon because Gunner had just passed away.
He did, but it was you that wanted me to take Waylon. You had made the offer because I thought he was going to be your second dog. I had no idea that you had adopted. I didn't even know you had a second dog.
Now,
and then you had made the offer since I lost Gunner.
Now, you mainly first thought, well, I'm just going to take him and we're going to travel together when you go on deployment, and then do a little bit of upland hunting, maybe some duck and goose hunting. And then you saw some videos of like the hunt test that Eddie and I do.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great hobby. You know, I've been complaining here lately about I just have no hobbies. The gym is pretty much my regular hobby. I have my daughter I see every other week. Outside of that, I don't do anything. I used to be really active. I don't know what got into it, but I want to get into some sort of hobby. And I saw that you and Eddie doing that. It looks like fun, and we tried it today, you know, and I really liked it. So I think it'd be fun, and I have an addictive personality, so I think it would go over really well.
So we went out to the Copper State hunting retriever training days with the club out there, and we did a little bit on our own, and then we joined the club. And that's really the first time that you've seen any kind of retriever.
I knew nothing about it. Yeah, that's the first time I saw anything.
What'd you think?
I was very impressed with Waylon, to be honest with you, and Eddie. I thought Eddie blew all the other dogs away, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, it was impressive, and I was impressed with Waylon. He seemed to be ready to go. He loves the water and loves to go after those ducks. So I think he's going to be exciting. That got me excited.
Waylon has come a long way since we've had him here. When we first got him and started training him, and then he's never had a bird in his mouth until right before we went up and did the super singles, and you can follow that on the YouTube. You can see Waylon doing the super singles up north, and he's really is just taken to it. He's excited about doing it. Looks like he's come along. A little bit more basic training that you're going to work on. I'm taking him up there.
Yeah, he seemed really excited, lazy butt, going after ducks. He was, every dog, when it was their turn, he was ready to pounce in action and take over. So he seemed really aggressive with it, I think. And I feel like he's going to be quick to learn, be aggressive. I think obviously he enjoys it, so I think he's going to take on to it really quick.
I think so too.
It'll be fun for both of us.
So we'll have to get you established with a local club up your way.
Yeah.
It seems like there might be a few in that Northern California area, but
I would imagine there's got to be some near Tahoe and up around that area, just because there's a lot of waterways, and there's got to be somebody that's really active in it. I'm sure I would have no issues finding it.
If you know of one of the clubs up that way south of Tahoe, please leave it in the comments below. We'd love for you to reach out to us. So we've had a large following of Waylon, people that are just interested in Waylon and what he's got going on. And there has been some people that have donated money to some of his vet bills and anything else that we can put together. So we put together this little care package for you. Starting off, we've been feeding Waylon here some blue buffalo. Of course, no hunter retriever would be in the right mind if they didn't subscribe to the Hunter Retriever magazine. And I'm also sending you home with one of my personal copies of Wildfowl magazine. That'll get you addicted to it. We have some new bumpers for you to get started with.
Sweet.
One of his chew bones that he really loves. You got your own whistle that you're going to be starting on some sit commands with. Another collar. Waylon has his own set of toothbrush and toothpaste and a few training trees.
I'm really looking forward to meeting my daughter Harper. She's gonna love them.
So how old is Harper?
Harper's 8, turning 9 in November.
And she has some big plans for Waylon.
Yeah, she's gonna teach him how to backflip and do front flips. and I believe she can do it, because that girl is very dedicated and eager to learn. So
I can't wait.
she will. I think between her and his intelligence, I think she'll do it. So I'm anxious to show everybody Give me a year. Probably take a year. This is a busy time for me, so I'll probably be on the road. So probably not a whole lot of training for this boy the next few months. But when wintertime comes, then we'll be home for
Other
good.
than basics, you'll be able
Yeah,
to work on
basics,
basics all the time.
Right.
So how long did it take you to get down here? It was about 12 hours?
12-hour trip. Yeah, wasn't too bad.
We appreciate you coming down
Yeah, of course.
and staying. Now tomorrow, we'll get up and just the two of us, maybe three of us, if we can talk Daphne into going. We're just going to go out to a local park, hopefully before it's hot. Is it a little hot here today for you?
Yeah, I don't know how you guys deal with it. I don't miss that either. Arizona sucks.
It was actually not that bad. I think it's only got up to, it's supposed to be like 113 today, maybe.
Yeah, you can have it. I'm gonna get back to the 80s and 50s in the morning. Jacket weather.
Well, we appreciate you coming down, and I think Waylon
Yes, sir,
has
buddy.
a wonderful, wonderful home.
He's gonna have a spoiled life, that I can promise.
Oh yeah, I know it. So some of our sponsors I'd also like to thank is Shoddy Gear. If you go on over to Shoddy Gear, like these bags that we're displaying here, you can enter in the code PVLR10 and they'll get you 10% off of their ammo bags. And we'd also like to thank Flight Day Ammunition for giving us a shout out. They're almost sold out of their bismuth, and we just bought some for this year's duck season. So we'll be looking forward to using that again this year like last year. So thank you for watching. Let's wish Waylon a good time, and we appreciate Craig for joining us here. And we're going to have some updates because he's going to be sending us some videos of how his training
Yes,
is
sir.
going.
Yes,
So,
sir.
thank you. Thanks again. Have a good day.
Thanks, guys.